All right, you can see it's blowing out here. It's gusting up to like 30 to 40. We got the news here. There's Kevin. He's in charge. He's running everything here. They got the law firm. They came down. They brought a pretty big setup here. It's starting to fill in. We got some real guys over here. Audio is going to be terrible here because we got the massive wind. But here you go. This is lostlaw.com. They came in. They set up all this stuff. And behind there, we got the big boys, the Ernst brothers. Look at what they got. These guys are unbelievable. They got that big truck right there. And then they came down with this serious trailer. They got the grill, the entertainment system, all the food. Todd, where are you at? You still in the Bahamas?
Yeah, right. Todd!
You guys don't know Todd's the heir to the national turpentine fortune.
What?
He's never had to work a day in his life. All he does is jet set around the Bahamas and everything. Yep, they just stay making memes and stuff. Wearing like resort wear, a lot of cotton drawstring pants with no pockets.
There wasn't enough food. We were constantly struggling for food and sleep. It was ridiculous. You got the favorite one. You guys got the good one. Guys, grab a sign. Guys, grab a sign behind you, everybody. Grab a sign. Grab a sign, folks. Yeah, Bruno. Grab a sign, folks. Hold them up. Grab a sign, folks. Hold them up. I want to do something more like that. Well, they're just aerated, so all the stuff is on the bottom. They're
All right, we're back live. You see, this is our little box right here. We got Bursa Man. What's going on, dude?
We're down here protesting this overdevelopment, and our sewer system is overloaded, and we need to make major drastic improvements. And nobody seems to prioritize it, but we're out here trying to bring awareness to it, and the turnout is unbelievable. And hopefully we get something done with this problem, because it's contaminating our water, and fish are dying by the millions.
And it's a hell of a turnout here. Would you take a look at all these boats? Joey Argento's here. Look at this. These people live on the river. They just shouted you out on here, but they call you Birds Man?
Birds Man?
That's probably an auto type thing.
Actually, Jeff.
Kevin and Jeff. There's Hainline checking in. I haven't seen her in 35 years. Would you take a look at this thing? These are real Fort Lauderdale people here. It doesn't get any more hardcore than that.
Hardcore.
They strap 2 canoes together with a piece of canvas. They got the duty pipe out. They're not dressed up, folks. That's really how they roll down here. Some good breakdance music coming on. All right, there's Bill Demler and the dude.
The dude abides.
I just want to thank everybody for being here. Thanks for caring. You know, we grew up on this river. We fished in this river since the 70s. It's always been a great place. And to think that we had hundreds of millions of gallons of sewage dump in here and devastate the wildlife is absolutely unacceptable. One thing that we can all ask for is we can ask for the sewage issue to be a priority. We want the city to make it a priority. We want the state to make it a priority. And then we want to hold them accountable. You know, my mom was fighting this problem in 1977 when liveaboards came to Los Olas Boulevard and started living on their boats, and they were flushing their toilets in the water. Thank God then it didn't kill everything, but it was more of a philosophy. At that time, the city ignored us as people flushed their toilets in the water. And here we are, 40 years later, and the city still hasn't learned. They let the infrastructure fade. These sewage leaks are nothing new. The only difference between this time and all the other times is we had hundreds of millions of gallons pumped into the river system. Millions of dead fish. Just total devastation. And it made people wake up, it made people look, it made people understand what's really been happening. These sewage leaks go from Miami to Palm Beach. The infrastructure is failing everywhere. And we need to hold the governments accountable. We need to make it a priority. We need the state, we need the governor, we need the senator to get ahead of this. If Florida can't lead in the goal for clean water, then who's going to lead? People come to this state before the water. The water made us. And then we neglect it. And we stand by and we don't understand what's going on. Hopefully today, this is a start. It opens people's eyes. It makes people understand that the water is what makes the world go round. The water is what makes our town so special. The water is where life comes from. It's the water, stupid. It's the water. Real people coming together to do real things. Thank you so much for being here. Let's let this be the beginning, not the end. The beginning. Let's encourage protests all across the state. Sarasota, Tampa, Titusville, Punta Gorda, Fort Myers,
Bradenton.
These places all have serious issues just like we do. Let's encourage them to get out like we did, like real people, people that care. Unlike the city officials, unlike the government, unlike the feds, they don't care, but we do. And remember, water is everything. Thanks so much for coming. Run that dog.
They paid impact fees. They paid sewage fees. The government stole the money. People want to say they allocated it different places. Well, in real guys' terms, they stole the money and they did what they wanted with it. The government is the ones to be held accountable. The government is the ones that we need to make sure do the right thing. The money was there. They admitted the money was there. They admitted that they did other things with it. And who's going to be held accountable for that? Going forward, make sure that we understand where our money is going, and let's not allow them to steal it and do what they want with it.
Yeah. Well, Mike, over to you. What can people do next as they leave here the park today?
I would say what you can do next is, I mean, it's just an extension of what Jeff said, and especially from what we're doing with the CCA, is just keep up with the organization, keep up with what we're doing here. Keep up with this group, which we will continue to communicate what our efforts are going forward. And like I said, this is day one. You know, this is day one of a long journey we've got to take together. But the most important part is do not let your energy fall off and do not get complacent, because every single one of you that is sitting here and that is attending today, we're going to need you in 3 years from now. We're going to need you in 5 years from now. We're going to need you a long time. So stay with us. Keep the faith in that you've got people here that care a lot, and that we're going to keep the pressure on this, you know, on this government to do what needs to be done. And as citizens, we're going to hold them accountable. And when we first got together to talk about this whole thing, we said that we wanted to have 3 main points to that, which is to prioritize, to plan, and then thirdly, to hold them accountable for it. Text message, phone, emails, share, just stay involved with this. Keep up with us, ask us questions. I think that you're going to be doing the right thing. And lastly, guess what? You have a vote. And that vote goes a long way when we all put it together. So let's use that vote to make a difference in this city.
I'll just tell you what I'm going to do. So number one, I'm going to be in as close contact with Jeff as I can, and as close contact with the CCA as I can, and as close contact with Kevin as I can, because these guys are leading our community, and they're going to help us take this trip. In addition to that, I would say we need to think about who we want to put into office. I love the idea of Kevin for mayor. That's phenomenal. Absolutely. It's the water, stupid. I mean, this is a great place for that to start. Now, what we have right now is a bunch of lawyers in office. Right? These guys know the game, right? They know how to navigate politics, real estate lawyers, right? Guys that are anti-development. But amazingly, there's a condo going up right next door to a guy's house. And then his rental property, oh, there's a Whole Foods going up next to that one. And his big campaign donor, he's getting a 680 unit development downtown. So when you look at this stuff, you got to start asking questions, right? We all should say, well, what are these guys really good at? They're good at giving campaign speeches. They're good. Those men and women won't always be the most polished speakers, but they're damn good at doing their job. So you got to see guys like that out and girls like that out, and that's what we got to put in office in November.
All right, we're just down here for one reason. I don't know who let nerds get on the microphone up there, but you know how it is.